Hailey Van Lith has her coming out party in Chicago. No. It is not that kind of coming out party. I get it. It's the WNBA. If you were betting the odds, that would be a safe bet. But hey, even the sure things we lose sometimes. Completely different coming out party for Hailey Van Lith. She has been freed. If you know, you know. If you've been around a while, you know during her college career, I was doing some Hailey Van Lith videos. I like Hailey Van Lith. I think she's a fun player. I was hoping she would get a shot in the WNBA. We know she did not have a great experience at her time at LSU. She was considered a scapegoat for losing to Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes in the regional final. And when she went to Chicago, got drafted by the Chicago Sky, a lot of people, including myself, were like, "Man, this is not good for Hailey." Kind of like we saw with Raven Johnson this year, right? We saw the videos of Hailey, and it was like, no, she does not look like she is happy to have gotten drafted by the Chicago Sky. Brief interview when they asked about it, this is a young lady that was like, man, if anything could go wrong with the draft, this is it. I got smacked upside the head. I'm in a nightmare, and I am not sure how to wake up. She played, I think, 29 games in her rookie year, averaged about 12 minutes a game, shot terrible, something like 16% from three, averaged 3.5 points a game, to the point where, because we've seen this a lot with the WNBA, I was wondering if she would get another shot, not just with Chicago, but in the league, because that can happen a lot. And we forget that very few players in any sport, very few are great coming out of college, right? We even speaking of short things, even drafts picks one, two, three, top draft picks struggle. Some might never figure it out and get there, but a lot of them it takes time, and unfortunately, in other sports as well. But I really think we see that in the WNBA. We've talked about this before. It just seems like they're whether it's lack of scouting resources or it's about, the social club and protecting the vets or whatever it might be. It just seems like there are a lot of players not in the league who are better than players in the league, and everyone seems to know it. It's like a damn open secret. I was worried Hailey Van Lith would never get that opportunity to develop into the player that I think now. Do I think she's going to be all world, all WNBA? No. Do I think she can be an effective, above average starter in this league if given the chance and time? Absolutely. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Truly appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Like, comment, subscribe, hype, notification bell. Let's move on. So anyway, Hailey Van Lith, I know preseason, but hey, that's how players, we talked about Michaela Timpson, um, Raven Johnson, and so forth. If you're trying to make a team, if you're trying to get more minutes, if you're trying to get a starting job, preseason is where you have to shine. You have to figure out a way to shine in preseason to make a statement so that the coach notices. Well, Hailey Van Lith made a statement and then some. 20 points, 3 assists. Yes, you see that right. 8 for 8 from the field in only 17 minutes played. Let's take a look at some of what Hailey Van Lith was doing, because this is some good stuff. And oh, by the way, it wasn't like this was a garbage game, okay, where she's sorry, back. She's racking up points in a blowout in either direction, right? You can see here with 5 to go in the fourth, it's 97-90. It's a ball game. She is ready to go, okay? And a lot of this is off the dribble, but there's also a couple things I want to show you related to Caitlin Clark, which is interesting, right? She's so like what? Look at that shot. Great shooter's touch, by the way. But you see now this. Well, I want to back up a little because this is the type of thing. Um, and you'll see a first. Let me back up. Say it. You'll see this type of thing a lot in this clip. You see a much more confident Hailey Van Lith. She's not just getting, sitting in a corner wide open while other players, do things that make her defender leave her, toss her the ball, and she hits basically a practice three. She's working to get these. She's going off the dribble. She's being taken on players from a physical standpoint. She's getting into traffic, as we saw with this first one. We'll see with more, but this next one, I want you to watch something. All right, this is important. Watch how we get this this next bucket. See that? And the player tried to go under the pick, but it was enough that it created space. This is a great example. I just dropped a video breaking down just some simple stuff involving Sophie Cunningham and a pick that puts the lie to Stephanie White's stuff about, oh, well, we got to figure out how to get her looks. Well, you're the coach. You've been the coach for a long time. If you don't know by now, then you need to get out. But this is a simple thing, right? This is a simple thing that we never, ever do with Caitlin Clark, right? When you see Caitlin Clark give up the ball here, you never see her get it back this quickly. This is a design play, folks. She's got it at the half court, but she's going to give it up right away. Let's start the offense. We'll give it up right away. With the Fever, that's probably the last time Caitlin sees the ball, unless someone gets in trouble. And now she's just going to go right off the ball cover. There's a little flip. Let me get in the way. Now I'm open. And boom, right to the hole. Again, the confidence with the ball. She's getting into traffic. Same thing. Here we go again. At the top, let me use that pick. And now I'm going to take on my defender. I'm going to work. I'm going to get a pick again, and I'm going to hit the mid-range. It's all ball in the hand. This is all work. And then that's a buzzer beater, if you're wondering. See, there's the light. Great shot. And again, boom. Now she hits that, but without doing anything. But again, she's not wide open when she gets it. Sorry about that. Hold on. It's the jab step, moves the defender just a little bit to create space on the shot. I want to back that up again because I want to slow that down. Whoops. All right, hold on. All right. Here's the one. Teaching moment. Someone just yelled at me in the comments I saw a little bit ago that I don't do basketball breakdowns anymore. It's all drama. The mix has always been the same. When there are games, I'll do more breakdowns, but people don't watch them as much. I did one the other day. Go watch that one. No one watched that one. But watch this. Seriously. Okay, we've got the ball, right? Triple threat position. Player has no help baseline, and you know she has to know that. Look at the other four defenders, right? So Hailey, simple jab step to the left, defender, right? It at this highest level, it's the littlest things, right? Watch the jab step to the left, the defender. You see that? Just slightly back. Two small steps, about 6 inches, but also body weight, center of gravity, leaning back now. That's enough that Hailey knows, hey, she's not recovering. I have an open shot. That is vet stuff, right? That is high level. I know it doesn't seem it, but a lot of people don't even notice it. But that is high level stuff. That's how you get buckets. And again, she's always looking. She's going to the basket. Downhill, downhill, downhill. Again, now I love that. She's, again, vet move. She gets by her defender, uses the pick, gets by her. Now she's, oh, I got her behind me. I'm going to use that. Like a box out position. Again, downhill in a crowd. She looks like a completely different player than what we saw last year. Well, we didn't see a whole lot last year, right? But the offense has completely changed for the Chicago Sky. Now, with the way they traded and signed free agents and everything, I don't know how much time in the regular season there's going to be for Hailey Van Lith. But if she continues to do this in the preseason and she's having those types of practices, she's going to find a way to force the coach to get her minutes in the rotation. But you can see the offense is completely different, right? It's completely different than having a player like Angel Reese be your focal point, where it slows everything down, where it clogs up the middle, and on and on and on. So anyway, I thought this was cool to see Hailey Van Lith play like this. I've done a bunch of videos, so hadn't been a long time since I did one. Last season was basically nothing for her. So shout out to Hailey Van Lith. Hope you all enjoyed this. I tried to get a little breakdown in there of the basketball stuff and how that even can apply to the Indiana Fever. Smash the like button, subscribe. You know the drill. I will talk to you